Hi everybody, welcome again back to the Island Rhythmic Gymnastics online recreational program. I hope everyone's doing really well still and you were able to get outside and enjoy the lovely weather over the weekend and everyone's feeling happy that it's summertime almost. For our class today, we are going to be going through some of our regular warm-up and stretching that we usually do. Our stretching focus for today is going to be on stretching our releve, which is the position that we go into when we go on tippy toes pretty much. Last week, if you remember, we stretched our point position, so pointing the toes. So this week we're going to work on going into that high tippy toe position. So we'll focus on that. Another one we will focus on is our side leg hold balance. Some of you girls may already have this position, so this will be a chance for you to really kind of perfect that. Hopefully some of the tips I give will help you in really getting better in the position. And for those of you who haven't done this one before, it'll be something new for you to learn. We'll go over the really basic steps of how we get into the side leg hold position and some ways that you can improve and work on that, maybe like on your own time if you want, or just in class when we're working on our side leg holds. If we have time at the end, we might work a little bit on jumps. So working on our chasse and our assemblée. We'll go over what those are later on if we get to that. You will need a few things for the class, and those can be found below in the comment section. I usually try and type in there what you guys will need for the class. So have a scroll down and take a look what you'll need. Let's get started though. We're going to do our warm-up now. So something to get our hearts pumping, our breath going, and get our bodies nice and warm. I do have some music for today, so please follow along and listen. We're going to try and time our movements to go with the music, with the beat of the music. So hopefully you can hear it. We're going to be performing to the song Happy by Pharrell Williams. Many of you will know this one, hopefully. One of my favorite songs that always just puts me in a good mood, so I figured we'd do this one. It is fairly long. It's almost 4 minutes, so if you do get tired at any point, just have a seat, take a little breather, have a drink of water, rest a little bit, and then join back in when you feel ready. But let's get started here. So just follow along as best you can. We're going to be doing lots of jumping around kind of, so clear a good space, make sure there's nothing you're going to land on or hit in your area, and just be safe while you're doing this as well. I would also suggest that girls maybe put your hair up in a ponytail if you haven't already, just to keep it out of your face and maybe blocking your eyes by accident. We don't want you to trip and fall. So take a second now to just do any of those kind of safety measures, making sure that we're all ready to go here. All right, and as for the follow along, or kind of how we'll be moving throughout the song, every time the chorus comes about, we'll be doing the same movements. So you can look forward to that one when we have the chorus going. All right, let's get started here. I'm just going to grab the music. All right, ready to go. All right, here we go. All right, so we're jumping side to side. Trying to keep your feet together. Use your arms if you want. Alright, ready for our chorus? We're going to go feet. Good job. Try and put your toes too. Nice work, guys. Alright, time for our next movement. We're going to go one leg hops. Give me all you got. Good job. Ready for our chorus again? We're going to go high knees. Good job. Remember, if you're feeling tired, just take a little break. Alright. Now we're doing big jumps. Use those arms, try and pump up. Ready for our chorus again? Nice. Good work. Keep on pushing if you can. All right, now it's free time. So anything you want. Woo! You guys are so crazy. All right, ready? We're going to do one more chorus together. Good job. Almost done. All right, last chorus. Good job, guys. All right. Lovely. Hopefully your heartbeat is up and you guys enjoyed that one a little bit, had a little dance around. I know I had fun. All right, let's do some of our stretching. So again, make sure you're in a nice clear space. We are, just gonna tilt this down a little bit more here. Lovely. All right, so make sure you've got lots of room around you. Not gonna hit anything. We're gonna start with our necks as per usual, so we'll go side to side. Good job. Keeping your shoulders down. Good, and now do your half roll, so bringing your chin towards your chest. Good job. All right, and then we're gonna do our shoulder circles. So trying to keep those elbows straight. Good job. And we'll do forward shoulder circles. Trying to make them as big as possible. So go all the way to the back, up to your ears and forward. Big ones. All right, and then we're gonna go backwards one after the other. So you kind of feel like you're doing a little boogie here. Good job. All right, and we'll go up to our ears and relax, nice and down and open. And up again, and relax, up, and relax and open, up, and relax and open. So in this nice open position is the posture that we want to try and have throughout our gymnastics practice today. We're going to do our arm circles next, so make sure you've got lots of room. Big arm circles backwards. We're going to go 10 all together, so it's 8, 9, 10 I think. And just stretching backwards. Good job. Really try to push those shoulders behind your ears. Good, and ready for our forwards one. We're gonna go 10 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. So now clasp your fingers behind your back. And if you're comfortable, you can flip your body down and let gravity pull your arms towards the ground. So you can keep on stretching there if that's comfortable for you. If you'd like, you can just work on pushing your arms behind as well. If you don't quite have that flexibility yet, keep on working. You'll get there one day. You can just pull them as far back as you can, or you can continue to stay in this bent over position. Good job. All right, now we're gonna do cross in front and open up nice and wide. Good, so try and cross the arm on top opposite each time. So right now I cross left, and then right's on top, left on top, right on top. So you alternate each time. Good, and then from here we're gonna bring our arm across our body, scoop on under like we do, and pull your arm in towards your body. So really trying to pull this way in. Good job. And we'll go to the other side. So cross the body, scoop on under. Nice work. Remember to keep your shoulder down as well. It'll help your stretch. Lovely. All right, from here, I want you to place both hands on the ground, and then I want you to, with your legs a little bit wider apart, you're going to reach up towards the sky and try and twist as far as you can. So twisting from the low part of your back all the way up and over. Good. And now we'll go to the other side. So twist, twist, twist. See if you can see up towards the ceiling or the sky, maybe if you're outside. Good. And we're going to do 10 helicopters. So switching back and forth. Ready? We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. All right. Come and have a nice stand up. And from here, we're going to get our hips going. So our feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. And I want you to push your bum to one side and to the other side. Good. You can bounce a little bit if you like. And to the first side. So we're just getting them warmed up. Good. And then we're going to come to the front, to the side, to the back, to the other side. To the front, to the side, to the back, and to the other side. And now we're going to go the opposite way. So let's go backwards, side, front, and side. Backwards, side, front, and side. Good. Hopefully your hips are feeling a little bit warm. Another one we'll try now is what we call hip circles. Not always a traditional rhythmic gymnastics movement, but we'll give it a try anyways. If you like, you can find something to hold on to, maybe the side of a wall or the back of a chair, just something to help your balance, because we're going to be standing on one leg for a little bit. So what I want you to do is, holding onto your implement, I want you to come up and then open up that hip. So it comes up into the front and opens to the side and comes back around. Good. So you can see I'm just pretending to hold on to a wall here. Whatever works for you. Good, and now we're going to go forward. So open to the side, and then bring it to the front. Open to the side, bring to the front. Good. So we'll do 2 more here, and then we'll go into the other leg. Good. So on to the other side now. Good. So again, holding on to something if you need. Opening up, nice and wide. Good, and now we'll go the other way, so open to the side, close in the front. Good, whoop. And open to the side, close in the front. 2 more. Good, nice. All right, let's do our toes a little bit while we're standing up. So coming over the top of the toe into our point position like we did last week. Hopefully you guys might have been working on this in your own time. Always a kind of an easy one and a good one to do always. Good, so make sure you're coming over that big toe and not putting too much weight into the little baby one. Good job, and we'll head on to the other side. So pushing over the toes and over the ankle. Good work. All right. Good. So from here, we're just going to come forward and we're going to place our hands on the ground. If you're not quite touching the ground, just leave them on your shins, not on your knees, either above or below. Just too much pressure on your knees if you're pushing on them. So choose above or below your knees, and then I just want you to drop your hip to one side. So you're going to drop and kind of feels like you've got a dogtail, and maybe you're wiggling your dogtail in the air. Good, so just kind of opening up the hips a little bit. Good job. All right. I think from here we are ready to get into our first stretch for our tippy toe position. So I'm just going to bring the camera this way. All right, let's see if this works here. So you'll need a clear space on the wall. So I'm just going to use this wall here. And what we're going to do is, so our tippy toe is this position here. So up on our tippy toes, you can see from the front and the side. And what I want you to do is put your foot close to the wall, but not quite touching. And I want you to go in your tippy toe position, and then I want you to straighten the leg out and try and flatten the back of your knee and the back of your leg and your bum all against the wall. If that's too easy, you can move the foot a little bit closer to the wall, and then I want you to place your heel on the wall. So I'm touching here. I'm going to try and touch at my calf muscle, my knee, my thigh, and my bum. So flat up against the wall, and you're going to feel a big stretch in the front of the ankle here, and maybe a little stretch in the back of the ankle here. So you can do one leg at a time and use this leg out here as support. So trying to straighten up as best you can. Good. And we'll do the other leg as well. So starting a little ways out, you can see better here. So starting, my foot is not touching the wall. I'm maybe 2 inches away right now. And I put my heel on the wall. Then I try and put my calf, my knee, and my bum on the wall, pushing up towards, trying to get into that tippy toe position. So you can see my ankle here is pushed nice and high. Good. If this one's easy for you, you can move in a little bit closer, and we're trying to get closer and closer towards the wall. So this one now is a little bit hard for me. So maybe I go back, move my foot out a little bit, and really trying to push into those tippy toes position. All right, if it's comfortable for you, you can come out, give it a little break, and then you can go back in again. So we're gonna hold here. Good job, really trying to straighten that knee, push it against the wall. Good work. All right. Hopefully that's feeling good and you've really worked on that tippy toe releve position. So that's a stretch you girls can do kind of in your own time or whenever works for you. A good one always. Cool. So the next thing we're going to do, since we've now stretched our releve, we're going to practice strengthening our muscles a little bit. So we're going to do, we're going to go up with the tippy toes and then relax, and tippy toes and relax, but I'll walk you through that right now. So hands on your hips, and I want you to put your feet together. So ankles together and toes together. And we're going to go really slow up onto our tippy toes. So by the time I count to 4, we'll be up at the top. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4 on your highest tippy toes, and then we're going to relax. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we are in slow motion right now. Ready? Up again for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pushing into your highest tippy toes. Ready, relax. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this takes lots of good balance. If you like, you can put arms out to the side. Might help your balance a little bit. Ready, up. 2, 3, 4. Holding, holding, holding. Try not to wiggle. Down for 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to do this one more time. Feel free to keep your arms out to the side if you like. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. High tippy toes and relaxing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. All right. Give your legs a little shake out, your ankles a little shake out. And now we make it a little bit trickier. So we're going to try and balance things as we're going up onto tippy toes. So if you're wiggling around, you might lose whatever you choose to balance. A few different options that you can do. If you like, you could take some socks, maybe 3 or 4 pairs, and we're going to try and balance maybe one on your head. You could also try and balance maybe one on your shoulder and one, on the other shoulder. So maybe get a parent to help you put them on. And then if you're wiggle wobbling, they're gonna fall off. So you need to keep a really steady balance for this one. You could also use some big rocks from outside if they're maybe a little bit flatter. Since they're hard, it might make it a little bit harder for them to balance. You could also use a book. I think with Angela or Kiki, you were doing balances with books on your head, so you could start with one, and you can add as we go along. You can get someone to help you add them up, and then again, if you're wiggle wobbling, they're gonna fall off your head, so we need to hold our balance really super strong. I think I'm gonna use socks, but feel free to use whatever implements you like. I'm gonna start with one, and I'm gonna put one sock on my head, and we're going to do 4 slow on to tippy toes. Ready? Hands on your hips or out to the side, whichever you prefer. Ankles together. We're going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4. That's 1. Ready? Up. 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4. 2 more. Ready, up, 2, 3, 4, your highest tippy toes and down, 2, 3, 4, up again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3, 4. Good job. So if that sock on top of your head was maybe too easy, you could try 2 socks on either shoulder, so then you have to be really careful about moving around. I think that one might be too easy for me, so I'm going to try and do a book on my head. All right, so I'm going to place it on. Make sure I stay nice and still. Ready? As I go up, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4. Good job. Stay still. Up. 2, 3, 4. And down, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Hopefully your book or your socks or your rocks are still on. Ready? We're going up, 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Ready? Stay strong. 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3, 4. Good job. If you're feeling up to the challenge, you could try and balance who knows how many pairs of socks. You could try and get 2, maybe 3, 4, 5 pairs of socks. You can balance them all over in your hands, on your shoulders, maybe 2 on your head. Who knows? Or you could try and do maybe 2 or 3 different books. Do be careful though if the books are maybe a little bit heavy or dropping to the floor. Get a parent to help you put them on your head if you need also. but just be, go for whatever you like. Try, be creative, see what you can balance on your body while you're doing your relevés. We're going to move on to some more stretching here. So I'm just going to aim this down a little bit here because we will probably, let's meet on the ground. So have a seat. We are going to start with our hamstring stretch. So hopefully you remember from last week, we clasped our hands behind our ankle, and then we're going to pull up nice and straight. I'll move to the side so you can see that I have a nice straight back here. Good job. All right, and flexing that foot at the top is going to make the stretch even stronger, but I want to see a nice straight knee here. Turn to the side, you can see that I have a straight knee. Good, we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to put that leg down, and we're going to reach behind, clasp our fingers behind our foot, pulling up with a nice straight back, and notice that my bottom toe down here is nice and pointed too. Good, you can flex that foot for a more intense stretch. Good job. And we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can put that leg down. Good. From here, we'll keep our legs out in front of us. And we're going to reach up nice and tall all the way to the sky with our chest open, and we're going to fold forward, bringing our belly button forward first, and we're going to try and put our nose towards our shin. If you like, you can also track your hands down your legs. So just reaching as far as you can. If you can reach your feet, that's awesome. If you're at your shins, that's good too. Just as long as you feel a really good stretch in the back of your legs, and keep on pushing. Good. So I'm going to go a little bit farther here so I get a stretch on the back of my hamstrings. Good. We're going to hold for 10 more seconds together. You can do it. Try not to move. Stay still as a statue for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right. I think from here it's time to go on a little butterfly adventure. So let's bring the soles of our feet together. And we're going to flap our nice little butterfly wings here. Good. Maybe you even saw some butterflies on the weekend if you were outside. It seems like it's pretty good butterfly weather. I wonder where they were going. All right, from here, making sure that we keep sitting up nice and tall. We're going to lean forward, trying to bring your nose towards your toes. Good. If you can flatten your belly all the way to the ground, that's awesome. Just go as far as you can. As you can see, this is as far as I can go. So I feel a good stretch here, so I'm just going to stay here. Good job. Trying to keep my shoulders relaxed too. All right. Good. From here, we're going to straighten one leg out in front of us, and then the other sole of our foot is going to come up to our knee. And we're going to push this knee down if we can. And we're going to reach up and come forward as per usual. Most of you girls will be familiar with this stretch, hopefully by now. Good. So just reaching as far as you can down towards your toe. If you can't touch your toe yet, that's totally okay. You can rest your hands on your shin. Just go as far as you feel a good stretch. All right, we're going to hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And everybody knows if we do one side, we've got to do that other side. So pointing the toe down at the end there, I'm going to bring my foot up to my knee, pushing this knee down towards the ground, coming up nice and tall, and reaching forward just as far as you can. Feel a good stretch maybe in your hip and a little bit in your low back maybe. Good job. Good to give our low back a stretch in this direction because we do a lot of arching in gymnastics. So we got to keep our backs healthy, safe and strong. Good job. Don't forget to point that bottom toe. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's, from here, before I forget, we're going to do our point and flex. So sitting up nice and tall, I want you to pull up through your tummy muscles and then open your shoulders into that nice proud posture we were talking about earlier. Arms out to the side, and I want to see alive fingers at the end. So make your fingers nice and pretty. Ready? We're going to go point and then flex. And point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Good. Keep pointing. Flex. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're going to go switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we do our big circle. So open up, keep them flexed. Point, close, and flex. Flex. Point, and up. Good job. Flex, open, point, and close. Now the other way. So keep them pointed, open up, flex. Good. Open, flex, up, and point, open, flex, and up. One more, point, open, flex, and up. Good. Now we'll do just our little toes. Let's start with this one today. We're going to keep our foot flexed, and we're just going to scrunch our toes and flex. Scrunch and open, I guess. Flex, open, flex, open, flex, open, flex, and open. Good. Now we're going to point the foot all the way down. Hopefully you can see it's just my little toes that are coming up. So from here, just the toes extending. So I keep this part down. Sometimes I like to hold here as a reminder. So flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, and point. Good. Let's give our legs a little shake out. Maybe give your foot a little massage down at the end if it's starting to feel tired. Good job. Now we're going to combine the two of the foot and the toes. So we're going to flex the foot. We're going to, point the toe, point the foot, then flex the toes, flex the foot. Point the toes, so scrunch them, point the whole foot, flex those little toes up, and flex the foot. Point, point, flex, flex, point, point, flex, and flex. Good. All right, from here, let's head into our straddle position. So opening your legs up, nice and wide, pointing all the way down to the end. You girls got it right. We're going to come up and over, drawing our rainbow into the sky. You can leave this hand here for support if you like. You can also reach it over to the side, whichever is comfortable for you, but I want to see both of your sit bones on the ground. Good. So feeling a long, big stretch over this way. We're going to hold for 3, 2, 1. Good. And we're going to go up and over to the other side. Good job. So keeping both bum cheeks on the ground. Good. Keeping the chest nice and open, so try not to fall forward like so. Keep it nice and open. Long stretch in your body. Good job. All right. This time we're going to go back to the other side. We're going to stretch for just a second. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to put both hands on the ground and walk them all the way over to the other side, making the biggest circle you can. And we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to walk over to the other side. So stretching, 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 trying to flatten your belly on the ground. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time, we're going to come in front. Good. Trying to flatten your belly on the ground, keeping those toes pointed. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. From here, if you need, scoot your hips forward a little bit so your legs are open as wide as they can. And from here, we're going to take our hands and we're going to walk them out all the way out. If you can flatten your belly on the ground, that's awesome. If you're not quite there, just stay where you feel a good stretch, kind of on your inner leg here. Feel free to put your elbows on the ground, your belly on the ground, whatever support works best for you. We're going to hang out here for about 30 seconds. trying not to move, so I want you to stay still as a statue. All right. Good job. Taking some deep breaths if you need to, if you're starting to feel a big stretch in your legs. Good job. We're almost done. Good job, girls. Keep on holding, almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. You can come out of that one, close your legs, give them a good shakeroo. Give your legs a nice little massage. All right. We are going to head into splits. So from here, we're going to come up onto our knees, standing nice and tall. I'll come to the side so you can see a little bit, making sure that both my feet are pointed behind me. I'm going to put my one leg out in front, and I'm going to reach up, and I'm going to fold forward. Good. Coming down as far as you can. Keeping this knee straight. So if you can't bring your body towards your leg yet, that's fine. I want you to stay up here, put your fingers on the ground, and I really want you to keep that knee straight. So no bending. Good job. If you can bring your nose all the way to your shin, that's great. Try to aim for that. Just do it. You feel a good stretch in the back of the leg here. So straight knee. Good job. From here, I'm going to bring my body back up, and then I'm just going to bring my body weight forward as I bend this knee. So notice that I'm not in my splits yet. I've got a big bend in this front leg here, and I'll feel my stretch in the back hip. So if you need to keep your hands on the ground to start it, that's fine. You can start to bring them up towards your knee, pouring that weight into the back hip. Don't forget to point the back toe too. We're going to hold here for another 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. From here, I'm going to come back into my first position. So that's straight leg in front, bent knee in the back, and then I'm just going to sit down onto my back leg, and I'm going to fold forward again. Good. So if you can touch your shin towards your nose towards your shin, that's awesome. I just really want you to keep this leg straight. So straight on the ground, holding. Good job. We've got another 10 seconds here. You can do it. Try and stay still as a statue. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. We're ready for our splits now. If you like to do with the blocks on either side, like we did a few weeks ago, grab those quickly. Maybe just pause the video if you find that really helpful. We're going to come into our splits with a nice pointed toes and square hips. So if you notice that your back leg starts to turn up to the side and you open up the front, then I want you to back off, come back, square your hips, so point both of those headlights forward. If you had headlights on your hips, I want them to point forward. All right, so holding, we're going to hold for 20 seconds here. Really try not to move and try and relax into your splits. Good. If you like, you can put your hands up. That's going to take away your basically stability, I guess, and push you down into your splits. If you need to keep your hands on the ground, that's fine too. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3. You can do it. 2, 1. Good job. Come on out of the splits. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So starting with our first stretch, we kept our weight in our back leg here. So all my weight's in my knee. Just bring that straight leg out in front of you, pointed toe down at the end. We're going to reach up and fold forward as far as we can. If you can come all the way down, that's great. Be mindful of that back toe. Make sure that it doesn't come up like so. I want to keep ankle on the ground at the back. Good job. So coming forward as far as you can. We're going to hold here. Good. Keeping that knee straight like we did last time, so this leg is perfectly straight. No bending here. All right, so bring your body back up so it's nice and tall, and then I'm just gonna bend my front leg and lunge into my second stretch. Good job. If you wanna start down like so with your hands on the ground, by all means, please do so. If you like to go straight for this one with your hands on your knee, feeling a big stretch in the back hip here, you can go for that one too. Good, holding. You might like to bounce a little bit if you can get a good stretch in the back hip. Be careful with the bouncing. It can be a little bit aggressive of a stretch though. So if you feel a big stretch already, just relax into this one, keeping that back knee turned down towards the ground. So notice that it doesn't come to the side like so. I'm going to keep it turned down towards the ground. Good job. Holding for another 5, 4, 3, you can do it almost there, 2, and 1. Good. I'm going to straighten up my front leg again, and from here, I'm balancing on my knee. I'm just going to sit back, keeping this knee straight the whole time. Good. Trying to bring your nose down towards your shin, like we did on the other side. Good job. I'm going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we are ready for our splits. Let's start by setting ourselves up for success. So we're going to straighten out that front leg. We're going to think about pointing both toes. Our hips are going to stay straight, and we're going to not move those hips. We're not going to open up. Don't open, don't open, don't open. And as soon as you start to open up to the side, I want you to come back, re-square, and just go as far as you can. So if that's touching, that's great. If you're still working on it, keep on pushing. It takes a lot of effort to get into splits all the way down. So just keep on working, you'll get there. Good. Holding, holding. We're going to hold here for 20 seconds. Try not to move. I know you've got the urge, but try and stay super still. So holding, both toes pointed. Good job. We're halfway there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. All right, pull yourself out of that one, and let's meet in the middle. Give your legs a good shake. Nice. You've gotten through your splits. Awesome job. If you want to have a little break now, maybe pause the video, have a sip of water. We're going to continue on stretching out our backs. So we like to start our backs by doing our wrists because that's important to keep our wrists healthy and strong as well. So with hands in front here, opening up, palms flat on the ground, we're going to rock forwards and backwards. Forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. A few more times. Good job. Now you guys probably guessed it. We're going to go side to side. Good job. Nice work. Keeping flat palms on the ground the whole time. Good. And I bet you guys know what's next. We're going to turn those hands around. Good. Making sure that we turn our pinkies outwards and not inwards. And we're going to rock forwards and backwards. Good. Keeping the whole hand on the ground. So the heel of the hand, flat, flat, flat. Good job. All right, we'll just do a few more here. All right, and now it's time for my personal favorite wrist exercise, our roller coasters. So we're gonna go woo on a roller coaster ride. Good. If you want to slow that roller coaster down, you can. Good. And you guessed it, if we went one way, we're gonna go the other way. So stop at the top and go whoosh down the other side. You can start slow if you like. Good, get faster, 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 faster. Wow, as fast as you can go. Oh, I think I lost it. That was pretty fast though. I like it. All right, give your wrists a little shake out. All right, time for our arch position. So as we usually do, we're going to do our first one, legs together, then we'll do legs apart, and then you girls can work on your donuts after that, so try to touch your head. So for our first one, oh, how silly of me. I forgot our angry kitties and happy kitties. How silly. Let's do those. So coming up onto our hands and knees like so. Let's start with happy kitty, because I love happy kitties. And they go, brrr. Nice. Good. So sinking your belly down towards the ground, head up towards the sky. Good. And now we'll go into our angry kitties. You tell me, what sound does an angry kitty make? Yep. Sounds angry, I think. All right, from here we'll go into happy kitty. So sink your belly down towards the ground and looking towards the sky. Good. And one more angry kitty. Good. So really pushing the back up towards the ceiling. And let's end with our last happy kitty that goes meow. Nice. Good job. All right, from here, let's go into our seal arch position. Notice that I keep my feet together, my knees are together, and I'm gonna keep them like that for this variation. So just pushing up as far as you can, opening your chest up towards the sunshine maybe, or the ceiling of your house. Good. If you like, you can look back here as well. Good job. Holding, holding, holding. All right, time to do our either child's pose. If you like that one, stay in child's pose. You could do some rock and rolls here as well. So flip on over onto your back, give your knees a hug, and rock back and forth. You girls hopefully know this one by now. I'll do it on the next variation. Good. And from here, we're going to come back into our seal arch position. But notice this time, I bring my feet apart. So my feet at the back are not touching, but my knees are still straight. So I want to hold them straight. We're not doing our donuts yet. I just want you to try and look back as far as you can. If you can look all the way and see the ground, that's awesome. Keep on pushing into that arch. Good. We're going to hold, 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 hold. Keep pushing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Come back into either child's pose. I'm going to show rock and roll in case there's anyone who doesn't know. From here, lying on your back, I want you to grab your knees, give them a hug, and you're going to rock and roll back and forth. Good. All right. Now time for everyone's favorite, hopefully. We're going to do our donut. So flipping back onto our front side here. As you come into your arch position, you can bend your legs and try and touch with your head. You girls can hold that one. Keep on holding, trying to push with your arms all the way back and bending those legs. Hopefully you can touch. Maybe you can even smell your feet. Who knows? You've got stinky feet. Uh-oh. Good. You could even try and go farther over if you can, pushing as far as you can. Good job. So still holding in that arch position. All right, come on out of that one. Either go into your child's pose. I like this one, so I'm going to stay here. If you like, you can flip over and do your rock and rolls, but we need to make sure we stretch our back in the opposite way. Good. All right, we'll do one more arch, and this time you can choose which one you want to do. Maybe you want to work on straight-legged, feet together, or feet apart, or your donuts again. For this one, you can also try and reach your hands towards. So if you can try and grab your feet, that's awesome. You can reach back towards there. Try and grab with one hand, or maybe even two hands you reach up. Try whichever variation you like. I'm going to do legs apart, just arching up. I'm going to stay here. I've got a bit of a sore back today. So this is a good stretch for me right now, but you girls can do whichever one you want. Good. And once you're finished with that one, we'll just hold for actually another 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Choose to do your child's pose or your rock and rolls. Good. We'll just rest up our back here. All right. I think that means we are ready to do our bridges. So from here, make sure you've got lots of space around you. If you need a parent to help you up into your bridge at the moment, just give them a shout. Hopefully they're around and able to help you. Just kind of lift up from underneath. Most important thing, hopefully everyone remembers that when we're coming out of our bridge, we're going to look towards our, you tell me, belly buttons. You got it. So looking towards your belly button, or tuck your chin to your chest before you come out of your bridge so that you don't land on top of your head, give yourself a big boo-boo, or hurt your neck by a chance. Hopefully not. So that's why we look towards our belly button. So from here, hands come beside my head. Feet are nice and sturdy on the ground. I'm going to keep them flat for my whole bridge. And from here, I'm going to go whoosh, pushing up using strong muscles. Push your belly towards the sky, holding as long as you can. Good job. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our most important rule, look towards our belly button, and then we're going to come on down. So tucking that chin, good. And from here, grab your legs, do a few rock and rolls. Good. All right, ready for another bridge? We're going to do one more normal bridge together, and then we'll do some variations. So everyone, please do a normal bridge this time together. So same as last time, feet flat on the ground, hands by your head, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Use strong legs and strong arms, push up. Good, holding, holding. You can do it. Make sure that your toes, your feet are flat, and your fingers are faced towards your feet. Good. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Tuck that chin. Look towards your belly button. Lower yourself down. You've got to use strong arm muscles. Good job. Few rock and rolls here. All right. So, for these next few bridges, there's lots of variations depending on your skill level. You could do elbow bridge, so that's coming down onto the elbows. I'll show all of these variations in just a moment here. Feel free to do your shoulder bridges as well, so pushing that chest forward to really open up through the shoulders. If you like, you could also do your wall walks, so standing next to the wall and walking your hands down into the bridge, and then walking your way all the way back up. You could also try lifting one leg up while you're in the bridge. So yeah, just standing on one leg in the bridge. Do be careful. Hold yourself nice and sturdy. Make sure you've got some good balance before you try and take your leg off the ground. But let's look at some of those variations now. Let's do our elbow bridge. If this is not within your abilities, just keep on working on your regular bridge and holding as long as you can. That will be perfect for now. So from here, pushing up nice and strong, you're either staying in this normal bridge, you could come down into elbow bridge, so holding here, good. The other variation you could do is your shoulder bridge, so that's straightening your legs, pushing your chest forward. I mentioned the wall walks. The other one we could do is leg up, so holding one leg up to the sky, good, pointing that top toe, and then you could try for the other side as well, so lifting up, staying nice and strong, good job. Always making sure before you come down, looking towards your belly button, good job. So those are some examples of the other types of bridges that you guys could do. If you need a little bit more time, maybe just pause the video. We are a ways into it now. We still need to get to our side leg hold balances, so in the interest of time, we're going to continue. But if you want to work on your bridges a little bit more, make sure you've got a nice safe space to do it, maybe something soft underneath you or a parent to help if you need that as well. All right, good work everybody. All right, so let's do our side leg hold balances now. For those girls who have done this position before, bear with me as I explain some of the kind of basic steps to it for some of our new learners. And then we'll get into more of the details after that. So for those of you who don't know, I'm going to show my best side leg hold balance position. So standing on one leg, I take one arm out to the side. I'm going to reach under my foot and I'm going to pull my leg up as high as I can. So this one takes lots of muscles, lots of balance, and some flexibility too. So this is a pretty staple movement we see lots in rhythmic gymnastics. So that's our side leg hold balance position. I'm going to walk you through the steps on how to hold the foot, because that can be a little bit tricky. So let me just rearrange my camera here so you get a good look at what we've got going on. All right, so I would also suggest, I'll just make one note quickly before we get going here, that you find something sturdy to hold on to. So could be the side of a wall, the back of the chair maybe, anything that's really sturdy on the ground that can help your balance while you're just kind of navigating the new feelings of this position. All right, so for me, I'm holding on to the side of my counter here, but what I'm going to do is on my foot here, I'm going to reach behind, so I'm touching my pinky side, so see my pinky toes over here. I'm going to come around the pinky side, and then I'm going to wrap under and hold my foot like so. So notice that I'm not holding in front. I've got my arm coming inside, so I go inside my leg, then I wrap it around, and then I come to the back like so. So not in front like this, we come around from behind. I could say hi over here, and then I hold my foot like so before I then pull it up to the side. So a really common mistake people do is they just try and grab from behind like so, but then that allows the leg to go forward. So we want to make sure we come on the inside first, and then we come behind the leg, we say hello, 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 and then we grab the foot and we're going to pull it up. All right, so if you need a little bit of time to kind of figure that out, maybe rewind, watch the video again, do what you need to really make sure you've got that one down. Super important on how you hold the leg. All right, let's do a few more things. I'm going to change my camera angle again here for you guys. Hopefully this makes it easier to see. So you can see I've got a countertop here to hold on to. I'm going to move this stool out of the way. And I'll just put the video up because it's more important for you to see that bottom leg needs to stay straight down here. But I'm going to hold on here with a full hand, full palm as I get into starting repetitions of my balance. So from here I'm reaching in front of my leg, come behind and grab the foot, and then I'm going to try and straighten out that leg. If you're not quite getting it straight, that's okay. I want you to try and just go as high as you can. So if that's here, that's totally okay. If it's a little bit higher, that's awesome too. So pulling up nice and high. One of the most important things, I'm going to switch to the side here. It's really easy for us to try and stick our bums out like this, but we want to try and go whoop and keep our bum tucked under nice and straight, so we make a nice straight line. All right. It takes quite a bit of arm muscle. As you can see, I got to pull my leg up nice and high. Good. Really trying to get that position. So you can see that my hand comes around the leg in front and pulls it up nice and tall. Good, I've got lots of support here. Awesome. We can let the leg go down now. Good. So some of the next variations that you girls can practice include basically just working on the balance portion of it. So if you had a lot of support on the wall, say your full hand, you can work towards holding maybe just your fingertips or even just one fingertip, and you can work on pulling up nice and tall. If you like, you can even try and go no hands, so bringing the arm up or maybe in forward if that helps you balance a little bit. Good. When you're ready to, you can also try going on tippy toes, so raising up that bottom leg. Super easy one to fall out of, so make sure that you've got a good sturdy hold on your balance first before you try going on tippy toes, all right? Working towards keeping bottom leg straight, your bum tucked under like we talked about, and really pulling that leg nice and high. For some of the girls who have really done a lot of side leg holds, one tip that's really nice and that I like to work on to help get that leg higher is from here. So setting up from the beginning, I'm really going to try and pull that leg up towards my shoulder. So see how here I'm kind of down, I've got a straight arm. I'm even going to bend that arm and just pull my leg in so that all I have to do from here is straighten up my leg, and that helps my leg stay really nice and close to my shoulder here, hopefully. If you've got the flexibility, that's great. Pay attention to the bottom leg as well. It's really easy for us to let that knee turn in like so. I want you to really focus on keeping the bottom leg turned out as well to protect that inside of your knee. All right, so that's a bunch of different variations you can do with your side leg hold. If we do one side, everybody knows we have to do the other side. So here we go. Ready for the other side? This might be interesting for me. From here, again, making sure that you're holding on to something nice and strong. I'm not going to because I don't have a wall on this side, and I would like to face forwards for everyone. So from here, making sure we reach in front. Then we're going to come behind and under, grabbing that foot, and we're going to pull up as high as we can. Good job, holding as long as you can balance. And then we're going to come down. Good job. And you can work on the same repetitions and same kind of progressions as we did on the other side. So start with your full hand on the wall or full hand on the chair, the counter, whatever you're using. Then you can work to going your finger. Then you can work to holding with no hands, so bringing that arm up. And then you can try going onto your tippy toes as well. So working on those progressions, whatever is within your skill level. Wonderful. So that's the side leg hold position. I would like you girls to do at least 10 tries of the side leg hold position. Give it a really good go. Take lots of time to work on pulling the leg high up, balancing as best you can, all sorts of different variations of that position, because as I mentioned, it's a really important one in rhythmic gymnastics. I don't think we'll have time to get to the jumps today. We'll save those for another day. We've done lots of really good work today. Hopefully you guys had some fun too, learning how to do that side leg hold balance. Let's just take the last few minutes here to dance around. Why not? I'm gonna put on a song for you guys. If you'd like, you can put on your own song as well, entirely up to you. It's always just nice to get a little bit silly at the end of class, have some fun, and dance around. So, I'm also a fan of this song. It's called Better When I'm Dancing by Meghan Trainor. It's a really good one, so let's just have a little dance to that. If you want to grab your apparatus, if you have any at home, maybe your soccer ball, something like that, feel free to do that as well now. All right, here we go, girls. Ooh. All right. So just take the time to dance.
Just move your body. Listen to the music. Sing oh. Just move those left feet. Go ahead, go crazy. Anyone can do it. Sing oh. Show the world you got that fire.
Woo. All right. I've got some socks here. Maybe I toss them and catch or try and juggle. Good job, girls. All right, this is your time to dance. Good job, guys. You practice your side leg pull if you want. Good, holding. And finish. Nice. If you want to do your balances. Good. If you have room, try a cartwheel. Or just dance silly. Nice. Good one. Good, guys. We can get silly. Nice. Woo. Nice, guys. Awesome job. Nice. Hopefully that was a fun little session for you guys. If you want to keep on dancing, find some more fun songs, please do so. Our class is finished for now. We'll do jumps next week. Hopefully everyone has a lovely afternoon. Take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you guys soon. All right? Bye.